What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know. Tas, tas, tas. We about to get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And voila! I'm here, right? I appreciate you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Super Norteno. It says, Kissy, Changa's about to run wild on you. And this ain't the fucking WWE, is it? This is the give me all your heroin. Put your hands up and break bread like Jesus said. That kid, Jesus, times are rough, is it? My primo was stupid like that, right? So I'm going to tell you guys about an incident when Changa came to live with me. It went down. It went downtown Julie Brown. It went MTV down. It went Sully Cell down. It went down that night. Now, of course, my primo had these things going on. He always had issues. And with issues came other issues. He got issues giving issues piggyback rides. And hey, who am I to argue with them or tell him that he can't come stay with me when the Vato actually had a little bit of feria to kick in for once in his fucking life. So what had happened was Changa started to get social security checks or some type of benefits. I don't know what they were, right? She was getting a little cheque. And with her cheque, that means, can I get it, Jesse? I'm rich, Jesse. Says, can we get $659 a month now? Das! Tell me I ain't winning. Tell me I ain't winning. I said, well, not really, not necessarily, but I'm winning, I say. So anyways, he said, hey, but I need a bottle. Because the way it works is, I said, we need to get the check. We need a home address. This was back in the days when you needed a mailing address. And my dad was like, hell no. You're going to fuck up my checks. My dad got checks over there in Compton. And he goes, we're in between pads right now, you see. You know what I'm saying? The only pads around here are the ones on fucking Changa's pussy. There's no pads, you see. So can we come stay with you for a little while? She already told me nah, because Theo Angel's there with the water hose going crazy. Can I stay? I said, well, who's gonna stay? Well, me and Changa, I say. And at that time I was single, ready to mingle, and I could envision that fucking big old, I want to say bubble. I could envision that bubble. So I'm like, the wind's blowing. Come on with it, right? Of course you can stay over here, bro. I need that. Run that. ASAP. ASAP Galapagos. So, of course, they moved in. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a quick move in either. It was, hey, kids, we got a lot of furniture. I said, I don't give a fuck what you're doing with your furniture. Leave it in the storage, bro. But that's extra $30 a month. They say I could be getting high with that. Nah, I don't care. Just come on with your shit. So they came. Right? And Changa was looking exactly like I expected. She's all blasted back. Mugre teeth, but just body for weeks, right? Not for days, but for weeks. But after 1 week of no shower, it starts to smell funky in there. So anyways, they came. Everything's good. Now, Changa is from Southern California. And she's soul gang. Like, she's really about that. She's one of those old veteranas that, like, really is with it. Like, the 213 Cholas don't want no smoke with her. She reminds me of Pinky Rose. Like, she's like on Lady Pink shit. Like, really gangster. Really about it. Really about the barrio, right? Like she's for the barrio. She's in the barrio. The barrio's in her, right? And my primo's like, there's going to be rules at your house. They say, one of the rules is, don't touch my old lady. Please, I promise. I'm like, you promise what? I promise what I'll do to you. You don't understand, is it? I'm like, yeah, well, I understand this. There's rules in my house, too. If you bringing something in here, I'm fucking it first. Right? I had to get on my don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood shit. And he was like, nah, they ain't going to work for me. I said, well, it's going to definitely work for her and me. Because me and her already had a thing going. We were corresponding telepathically. Like, yeah, I'm going to fuck you. I know I'll let you. It was all like that, right? So anyways, they came and everything was good, man. It's my primo's old lady. I can't do all that this time, right? But at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, that Vato used to nod out. But he was smart. He'd be like, hey, see, let me tell you a story. I was in Folsom Prison. And then I'll reach over and I'll be trying to grab Changa's cheek, right? He'd be like, I can see you, I say. I can see. He was all crazy. He knew. He's like, the wind passed my nose, I say, and I knew you were grabbing a cheek. I was like, how'd you know I was grabbing a cheek? Like, to what degree of cheek do you think I was grabbing? I don't know if it was mine or Changa's, but either way, I'm not with that program. Hey, why do the Tecatos talk like that? They don't open their eyes. I'm not with that program, I say. There's a fucking man. He'll just start snoring while he's talking. That's the shit he was on. So there was times he played, and look, Changa was bad. She was exactly the type of woman that I'm always interested in. All tatted back, got a little gangster flavor, gangster style, little scraggly voice. What's up, mijo? Right? That's what I liked, right? But at the same time, that was his old lady, and we're going to leave her like that until she crashed out. Now, one day I get home. I go to work. They don't work. They're collecting their little check. I told them, just give me a little $100 to stay. My primo was he tried to argue with me. Like, I got an idea. I said, what about if I get a connect up here and I start doing my thing? Don't you fuckers keep your shirts on around here? Everything's going to be all right. I said, and I start to make a little feria, and then we can live comfortably, Holmes. Says, I'll even sell for food stamps, and I'll put some food in your refrigerator. That way I don't need it all. All I need me is a sopa and a Tic Tac, and I'm good. I'm on a sopa, a Tic Tac, and a nice shot. Preferably the shot in that order, and it's all good, is it? I'm like, nah, that ain't gonna work for me, Peps. That's definitely gonna work for me. You gotta at least kick in like 100. Okay, that's a lot of black right there. He said, we're discussing. I said, there's a lot of black on the table. I said, no, there isn't. Right now, there's none, and there better never be none on my fucking table around my family, right? He's like, okay, your kids come over on the weekends. I said, don't worry, on the weekends, I will walk to Applegate Park. I said, it's all good. So anyways, Changa's running around in these little short shorts. She got a motherfucker all confuzzled and bamboozled, right? Hey, one time, ooh-wee, she came out that shower with nothing on, and I was like, Primo, me and you need to talk. He's like, I know. He said, she shouldn't be flashing like that. It's a Changa. She was like, what? He was like, hey, if you're going to come out there like that, make them bounce. At least make them bounce for us, right? I was like, yeah, make them bounce. I'm starting to bounce. Like, make them bounce, right? Look, I come home one day from work, and Changa's not there. And I tell my primo, what happened? I fucking dropped her off at the ground. I walked her to the ground. I said, that's a long-ass walk, fool. I know, we were arguing the whole way there. I was telling her, please, baby, come back. If you want to run with me, I just started, and now I think I sharded. I was like, oh, shit. He was like, yeah. What happened was I cut a fart. I said, look, I've been cutting them when you're not here. I said, when you're here, I try to hold it. I hold it. But anyway, I'm back, and I still cutted it, right? So I cutted it a fart, and she happened to be sitting on the couch, and it ruffled her feathers. I said, it ruffled her tail feathers. She got upset, and we started to argue. I said, bitch, I smell your shit every morning. You're like clockwork. You get up at 5:30, and you go too far. I'm like, why do you slap your tongue like that? Like, well, what do you get out of that? It's vibrations. I'm giving up good vibrations. Oh, shout out to the Beach Boys. Rest in peace. So he's all on. They argued over a fart. And she said, I'm going back to Compton. I'm out of here. I'm leaving you. I don't even like it up here anyways. There's too many fucking of these dudes around that need to keep their fucking shirts on, right? Oh, yeah. A woman will tell you a lot of things, but the truth will set her free. A lot of tossing about to go on. So anyways, my primo said, okay, I got mad. You're disrespecting my primo's house. You're fucking my high up, and that means more than anything. Remember that. And so I said, come on, get your ass up, put your Daisy Dukes on, make it work for you. Daisy Duke up out of here. So she got up and she left. I said, I chased her. I tried to sing her fucking, I tried to sing to her. I said, yeah, she should have, why she leave me? I sang her that song, hey, we belong together. Orale, Mariah. But I think the fact that I said Mariah's name pissed her off more. So he walked her to the Greyhound. She's got to go, right? Or at least he thinks she is. So he walked back like, fuck it. If you're going to go, you're going to go. Buy your own ticket. Give him mamon for it. Don't give him mamon. Fucking cabrón, right? He was pissed. Like, what am I going to do? I don't want her to cheat on me, but at the same time, I don't have no feria to give her. And then she's taking the 600 with us, so now I'm living for free with you, is it? See how that all worked out for you? I said, no, that ain't how it all worked out for me. We're going to go find that bitch at the Greyhound. Hey, we'll catch up to her in Bakersfield. We'll drive fast, right? We'll hit the 99. We'll go fast. We'll cut them off. Boom, I'll wave them down like the motherfucking movie Straight Outta Compton. Hey, we got a problem? We got a problem, right? Yeah, you motherfuckers need to bang them books. I'll get on there and snatch your ass off there. So we pull up. I'm like, get in here, bro. You're not staying with me for free. I'll leave your ass right here too, and you can give my mom one for a bus ticket. I don't care. So as we pull up, she's there, and there's a gang of Northerners around her, and I'm like, oh shit, the homies are on her. And Pepe flipped the what's up, Pesa? The fuck you doing over there, Tevate? Get over here. She was like, no, we're not together no more. I could do what I want. But you told me that night you don't like those estrellas. Right? He was talking shit. I was like, hold up, man. Why are you disrespecting? He was like, no, but you get it. Primo, you get it? You're my old lady. I gotta fight. I gotta fight for the right
to be horny. And these bunch of horny ass vatos wearing red. God damn, it's blinding me. I don't like it. Don't like it. Go deal with your people if I have to deal with them. If I get off this car, see, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to run that way. That's what's going to happen. See.
So, of course, I get off. Hey, what's up, man? I knew a couple of the dudes. I'm like, what's up, bro? What's good? They're like, shh, bro. You see, I'm like, yeah, I already know. Fool. That's, hey, but this is my primo's old lady, bro. They're like, shh, we don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. She's from LA and shit. When she says she wants to party, we're going to go to a motel room and party. And I'm like, Changa, don't do them like this. And she was like, no, we're not together. And because he farted all over me, and you weren't even there. And why are you tripping anyways? You like to watch him bounce. I'm like, I don't like to watch. I'm looking like this. I don't like to watch him bounce. I don't. You know, I mean, I'm bouncing with her. You know what I'm saying? Crisscross and make her jump. The gun gotta make her jump. I'm like, cause you're the miggity man. I'm on her. So anyways, she fucking jumps in a whip and jams. Pepe's like, hey, mija, where's she going? It's that you said you were gonna get her. I said, no, I said I was gonna go talk to her. I didn't say I was gonna get her. Right? But I know which motel room they're going to. Well, let's go over there. He said, let's see what time it is. So I'm like, let's go. So we jam. They're at the Motel 6. And I ain't going to lie. She got straight to the program. Straight to the program. She's in there chilling with the homeboy on his lap. Pepe comes in there. Like, what's up, busy? I'm from Compton. Soul Gang. What's up? What do you think happened? Okay. So with him, you don't spell Soul. He has a tattoo of Soul on him. Pepe does. Now it says Russ. Because they turned that shit backwards. Boss! Hit him. Get your help. Is it help? I said, shit, bro. Look at do you see those tits? I'm over there still bouncing in the corner as she's bouncing on the dude's lap. Look. We end up fucking getting beat up. Or he ended up getting beat up. I try to help him. The homie's like, get off, bro. We jam. They're vatos, I've never seen him like disgruntled or sad. He's give me your line, give me drop me off in the Walmart parking lot so I can envision Walmart to Walmart like the old days with Changa. I said, open your eyes. You're telling a sad story right now. Don't trip, bro. She has nowhere else to go to. The homies are only going to deal with her for a while. They'll drop her ass off. I promise, right? Well, 2 days passed and she was at it again. Didn't no one drop her off. You got to understand, she's fine till she smiles, right? Well, somewhere along the line within the next 2 days, she ended up smiling. And the homeboy's like, got to go, right? I didn't know you were working with mouth like that. Like, you have a green tooth, bitch. What the fuck? And I love the color green for money. But that right there, you got a camouflage tooth. You got a United States of America marine tooth. Like, simplified tooth. Get up out of here. You got a stolen valor tooth. We're done with you, right? So she's walking down this street called G Street in Merced, right? She walked all the way from V Street where the fucking hotel is, all the way down G Street. Doesn't know what she's doing. Dudes are honking, because she's wearing little Daisy Dukes. She hasn't showered. She's been wearing the same shit, right? And I'm going to work. Pepe's already like giving up. You can hook me with the Norteñas like a bone. I'm like, yeah, I got you. They like me from Compton. They like me, huh? They like me from Compton. Like, they like me, huh? I was like, I don't fucking, they might hate you, but I got homegirls that'll fucking do what they do. They can't invite all them bitches over. I said, because at the same time, you need to understand. I said, I do tit for tat and tats for tits, or tats on tits. I need to let this chick know when she keeps blowing me up on the phone, bitch, you no longer are my chick. That's what I'm going to tell her. You get it? You get it? I said, who are you talking to? You're looking that way. No, but do you get it? I said, I get it, but she hasn't even called you one time. Yeah, but she will. I said, I promise. He was getting calls, right? I didn't know. It was on the unders. So I'm on my way to work and I see her and I'm like, hey, Changa, what's up? And I'm thinking, oh, shit, my primo's not around. I can get a mamon. And she got in the car smelling like, she smelled like the spaghetti factory. It smelled like a mix between oregano and oregano, right? Get the fuck up out of here. Like, oh, man, she smelled like a fish fillet sandwich from McDonald's that sat in the sun for 3 days. Like, get in. Where are we going? Compton, right? I'm going to drop your ass off. We go to the pad and Pepe, you get my love of my life. You came back to me. She was like, not by choice. You kidnapped me and brought me. I said, I didn't do none of that shit. And so what I forgot to tell her was, so they kissing lovey-dovey. They're back together. He said, it smells, it stinks, but I like it like that. He said, could you change your pad, esa? Right? So they're kicking it. And my primo's like, hey, the money's back in effect. Can we stay? I said, well, fuck, bro, I wasn't going to kick you out. You're my primo. I love you. But yeah, I was. I really was, right? Yeah, you can't say, we're going to go to Tia's tonight. And then when we double back tomorrow, you know what time it is? So we got to get rid of Changa. And I'm thinking we'll leave Changa with Ricky and Sheila. they'll get in a fight. They'll do whatever. We'll leave her with my tia. Maybe my tia will take her to the bar with some paisas because we got a gang of northern chicks coming over the next day. My primo forgot about that. I didn't. Changa was about to crash out. Her fallopian tubes already are mashed out, so now she's about to crash out. Meanwhile, while we're having this discussion, she's crashed out, right? She's tired. She got worn out. Maybe it was the walk. Maybe it was the cock. Either way, something happened, you know? That's all I can say about that one. So we go to my tia's house. My tia, what are you fucking? Oh, look at who it is. My favorite of all favorites. Fuckface number 11. What are you doing? And my primo's like, give me out, tia. Help me out because and I got to tell you about the last 4 days. It's been rough over here. That fucking stinks. First of all, you know it stinks. Tell the truth, it stinks. My tia's like, I'm fucking used to it already. In this house, it smells like dog shit and cockroaches every day, so I go figure. And Ricky's like, Whoopin, why you bring this guy around? I don't fucking like this house. I said, hey, kick back. Guess who else is here? What? Changa. Whoopin? He'll lower his well gobber. I go, can I bounce? Yeah, we're going to bounce. Don't trip, fool. I said, hey, tia, Changa's going to stay here because I got to take Pepe to go do something. I don't want that whore here. No, there's already 2 of us. Well, we're going to bring another one? I said, nah, it's all good. Because I'm not going to break them up if her and Sheila start fighting. I'm telling you right now. I said, don't trip, tia. She just needs to take a shower. Literally. A bad one. My tia's like, I'll bring fucking fish fillet in here. I don't like pussy that smells like wet seal. I don't like it. Mine has a different flavor. That one right there, it throws me off. So she goes straight to the shower. My tia's like, here, put on some fucking pants. They don't fit you, bitch. They don't fit you. Okay, now wear your panties. Sheila. Well, they don't fit you either. Ricky, I know you got some calzones that are fitter. Remember those ones, mijo, I bought you at Kmart back in the days? They're snug on your balls. Give them to her, mijo. She could run around in the tidy whities, you know. And then I was like, yeah. Let her. So we ended up jamming. What I didn't realize and what I should have realized was, right, we ended up staying with the barbecue, did all the thing. We left. We're kicked back at the house, and my primo, he forgot. He's like, what are we going to do today? Let's go pick up Changa, man. I think we might have to go visit our family out there in Compton. I think we might go for like a week, and then we'll be back. I said, well, fuck, if you had a place to stay for a week, you stay for a month. Get up out of here. He's like, nah, we got shit to do. I said, no, we got shit to do. I got the homegirls coming. ¿Qué pasó? I said, we got the homegirls coming. ¿Qué es it? Let me get a spray of that Jakar. I said, let me get a spray of that Jakar. So he's all hyphy. Well, what he didn't know, and I didn't know, and that we were going to find out, was Sheila in her beat-up-ass little Honda Accord that she had just bought for $300 off her mom. Her and Changa had been discussing some shit. And they decided, and Ricky, well, but I'll take you to my primos. I know how to get there. Decided to pull up. Pepe was in that motherfucker. Que puro norte, right? He's in that motherfucker just perpetrating. Getting his soul game, right? Hey, all kinds of homegirls. There's home. Everyone's not, they're not tripping on my primo because he's my primo, right? He's like, he's a big, he's a big homie right there. But his old lady over there, that's not his old lady, that's just a tirada. Fuck, I want to spell tirada. Help me spell it. Do they trip if I do heroin? I'm like, oh, man. We kick it. Man, if Changa didn't bust my door down, not bust it down, but bust down, Tortillana bust down. She came in that motherfucker and got off where she was mad at. And it was her and Sheila versus a whole bunch of Norteñas. And I'm going to tell you right now, Dispensa, the Norteñas lost. Man, Sheila had chicks. Doom. Ricky's like, whoopin', if there's any Southsiders in here besides my primo, they can get it. The homie's like, shut the fuck up, stupid. Hey, whoopin', what are you guys doing, man? Damn, she's fine. Hey, we're all kicking it. Hey, it was melees after melees, man. Hey, fades after fades. I ain't gonna lie. Changa dealt with everything. Sheila dealt with everything plus some. Sheila was fighting dudes. There was a get off my old lady. Sheila had her by the hair like, bitch, who got tacos? I smell tacos, right? It was crazy. Pepe's like, I farted. Okay, see? My shit smells like tacos and you got all upset, mija. Right? You're cheating on me. He's like, oh, like you didn't bone everybody in the whole fucking motel room? She was like, no, only 4 dudes, right? Oh, shit. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell him about the mamon. Right? Anyways, with that being said, Changa crashed out, man. Hey, as soon as all that shit was over, I took him my tia, mijo, get him the fuck. It smells like fish, blood, stale tacos. That's Sheila, I already know. And it smells like paisa juice. That's me. That's on me, right? Get them out of my house. I took their asses to Compton to go visit their family.
and didn't ever pick them up. And was like, "Hey, my shirts are down there." I said, "Guess what? They're not in here anymore. I threw them away." That's fucked up, bitch. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember, not remember. I'm gonna remember that. Yeah, well, guess what? Remember that. I'm gone. If you want another one of these, hit a 1. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's gonna be the head that wears the crown. I'm gonna continue to strive, struggle, strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. Thank you. The gun.